Here's one of the great tragedies of life. If you want people to like you, you have to lower yourself below them. In this way, they'll let their guard down, maybe connect with you. If they think you're better than them, then it'll be just like you're all those other authority figures that abuse them and control them. They'll feel stressed and on guard, or maybe they'll feel like they don't measure up. They need to be doing more and working harder. Again, they feel pressured. They don't want that. So in order to make them relax and calm them down, you have to put yourself below them. I noticed this even as a very young child. If I wanted people to like me, I had to pretend that I was nothing, that I was below them in any way I could think. And then they were nice to me. If I talked about my accomplishments or I was proud of something I had done, they'd get hostile and angry. So I learned to stop doing that. It seems like a universal truth. I don't think it's just like a cultural thing. I think of some of the brightest, most brilliant comedians, and the way they connect with their audience is that they lower themselves, make themselves seem like bumbling fools. Even though they're brilliant, they've written these genius jokes that have all these layers to them. They've perfectly mastered the act, all the subtle expressions, all the ways to deliver their message efficiently. And yet the actual message has to be something that makes the audience believe that the comedian is below them. Like that they don't know what's going on, they're a bumbling fool. And people love those kind of comedians. They feel like, hey, this guy's kind of like me, or maybe they feel like, oh, I'm better than this guy in these certain ways, so I feel relaxed and proud of myself, and so I can now be comfortable and laugh at his jokes. So once you see how the mechanism works, I guess it's kind of not so bad, kind of, to do the act. But it's still a tragedy because you had to work so hard to achieve the things in your life. They mean a lot to you. You put a lot of work into them. But all that happens is that it makes other people feel bad and not want to be your friend. So where's the reward in that? What did you do it for? Just for nothing? Just for your own fleeting experience, and you can't even share it with anybody? What's the motivation to really achieve anything then? Maybe to get some money for security, but not really for pride, for a sense of accomplishment, because there's no one to share it with. A weird part about it I noticed even when I was very young is that you can blatantly lie and they don't care. Some of the times where I would make myself small, I'd clearly be lying, and I thought surely they must know I'm lying, but they don't seem bothered by that at all. They want you to lie to them. They want you to lie and say that you're lower than them, even though they know you're not lower than them. Maybe it makes them feel like they have some power over you, that they can get you to pretend to be this fake person just to please them. And then they feel soothed and relaxed enough to allow you to be in their presence and to share their company. I just think it's a really tragic dynamic, and it's all a result of this status hierarchy system that we have, where the higher up you are, the more power you have, and then you're sort of allowed to get away with abuses to push down on the people below you. And the people below you, now they feel this pressure and they need to get it out of themselves, so they push down even further. To anyone that seems below them, they'll get out their frustration, get that sense of power, that drug. And then you have this bottom class that's sort of the completely powerless people, disabled people, people with certain problems. And they just absorb all of the pressure at the very bottom. They have no one else to get it out on. There's another tragedy in the way that our society is structured, this pyramid of pressure, of power. It's a sick thing. I don't know what to do about it. I don't think anything can be done about it. I think this is a reflection of instincts at some level, maybe mixed with the corruption of the scale of our society, the way it all has to run as this massive pyramid. We all have to work together without really knowing each other. But it's easier if you understand it, because if you don't understand what's going on, it just seems nonsensical. It seems like torture. But if you can at least see what's going on, maybe it won't hurt so much when you have to constantly lower yourself just to get a little bit of connection.